So I got something special for you.
Okay.
We're gonna start.
I feel like you've been itching to do this.
I have.
Just because, like, obviously, like, movies aren't your forte, like music is.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
the podcast is called Uncultured because of me around movies, but like music, I know something about a little bit more than movies. And it's also very niche though. Like I only know like my lane. I know what I know, and that's it. Like I don't know popular music as much and whatever. So I'm a little bit still uncultured as well in music, so it's still applicable. But
Okay.
but today you're gonna be uncultured
Okay.
because 2 days ago I was uncultured in what we're about to watch. I just discovered this band. Okay, at random, an algorithm, and maybe we'll get into that at some point.
Oh, we will. Don't worry.
But a YouTube algorithm. I just happened upon this song, and so I have two monitors, and I was working away on one, and I had it off to the side, and I'm sitting there, and I found myself going like this. I'm like, what is this? And I had to like clip to my browsers to find like where the video was playing because I had like gone through other things, and I stood there and I basically sat there and restarted and watched the whole video without moving, and that's like rare for me. Like I don't just sit there and stare at it, and that's what I did. I don't know what to think. I really don't know what this is. I don't know anything about the band. I looked up like 1% of probably what's out there about them, like just the tiniest little bit. And I'm intrigued to learn more about them in the future. And this is actually where we're going to rely on some comments here. Cause like the stuff we're going to be talking about is going to be probably like, there's got to be answers out there, but I kind of want to, I haven't researched any of it yet. Cause I just want this moment to be like all fresh for you. And let's just go through it with fresh eyes and just like analyze what the heck is this? Like, I don't even know what I'm watching.
Okay. So you told me very specifically, don't look at, like, you told me a few of the band names and stuff like that. You said, don't look at any of it.
You did.
No, I
Okay,
didn't.
good. Okay. Because that's like you to do. That's like you to do.
No, I
You
didn't.
cheated. Chad cheats on games all the time, so
But
he's going to cheat at podcasts.
anyways, cheat at podcasts. Yeah, so I didn't look at anything. But I guess one of the things that I do when I'm reacting to something is, especially if I'm at a computer or whatever, something like this, I would be looking up things. And so I have my computer here.
Yeah.
We're going to watch, you have your phone set up here to watch the video, and you're going to play some other music too.
Yeah, I've got a couple, actually 2 songs by this band.
Okay.
We're going to start with the one that I initially saw. And then I've only watched a couple since. And I'll be honest, so far I've watched maybe 10 or 12 videos and like listened to their music, and I like maybe like 3 or 4 out of the 10. So like this isn't my perfect style of music. However, the beats are so catchy and the music is so catchy to me that it's just like it sucks me in. My kids were dancing to it. Like
it's interesting you say that, because like, I mean, usually the hooks of songs, like especially in popular music and that, like, it comes down to the beats. You could literally be singing about whatever, I think is what people have determined.
Foreshadowing.
Oh, is that what's going to come up in this song?
Maybe. I can't wait.
But it's funny that, like, you say that it's like so catchy and that but it's so far out there.
Yeah, it's I don't want to talk too much more about it. I want you to watch it. So we're going to play it, and I want to pause at a couple of points, but in general, we're going to kind of let it play a little bit. Okay. And then I want to look up stuff after.
Your gum is strong.
Is it? It's juicy fruit.
I know,
so
it's
good.
strong.
I have 2 pieces.
Oh. Okay. Sorry.
Well, you don't like juicy fruit?
No, I feel like I have to combat it.
Oh. Opposing forces.
Yeah.
You're going to gum me. No, never mind. I'm just gonna cut that. All right. So, the band Vulfpeck, and I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. So I saw one comment that it was like German for wolf, but that also might be not right. So again, don't look up too much. Let's watch these guys. We're gonna start the video. So this song's called Miracle. Well, where are you gonna see it? I love the intro already.
All a miracle, miracle, miracle. Our life is a miracle. So you gotta keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on like you do. When they play that second line, you got nothing left to prove.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there.
Okay.
So number one, the style of video is interesting, right? Like it's definitely it's a little harder to pick up on the phone, but it's got like more of like an 80s feel to it in terms of the video recording. To me, anyway.
Oh yeah.
I have
get
no
that.
idea what those hats are.
My initial like reaction was, it's like a callback to like Devo or something like that, but it's just because it's like a red hat, but it's not the same shape or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a little hook on the top. Again, we might be look like bells actually.
Yeah.
We might be completely like just ignorant to all this stuff, but I just haven't looked up anything intentionally. So if you see something in the comments, just like let us know, because I want to know more about this band, but I haven't intentionally dove into it yet.
So it makes me think that they're in a sauna, but also
I think they are in a sauna.
But I don't know. Like, are you sure?
I think so.
Okay.
Because they have another song called Sauna on this album, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So I think this whole album is recorded in a sauna. Bathrobes. Like, I
Yes,
mean,
yeah.
there's something about the vibe. The drums, you can see right initially, like,
Yeah.
just the setup is so simplistic, but at the same time, it's interesting.
Just waiting for him to start wailing on the saxophone.
That'll come. Okay, we're gonna start it again now.
Life is a miracle, miracle, miracle. All life is a miracle. That's why you gotta keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on like you do. When they play that second line, you got nothing left to prove.
So I have no idea what the song's about.
There's a piano?
Yeah, a little organ down
Little
there.
organ.
I love the bass player. He's like right into it. Just rocking to it.
No, this guy. This guy is the one who's into it. He loves it.
Yeah. Do you notice he's playing the saxophone and they're singing the notes at the same time?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really cool. And it's really well
Did
pitched.
this guy just pick up a guitar?
Charmander, you're a nasty boy, nasty boy, nasty boy.
So the first time I listened to this, it's just playing. All of a sudden, I'm like, did they just say Charmander?
This is the one that you were like working at your computer and
Yes.
it started.
And I didn't even like. I just heard the beat. And I'm like, oh, I like this beat. I want to see what it is.
Well, yeah,
but
the
then
bass
when
line
I
is-
watched it,
Yeah.
I noticed the Charmander thing. It's funny. My son, anyway, he was sitting there listening. He was talking to us, like ignoring it, whatever. And he goes, Charmander? Because he's obsessed with Pokemon. Squirrel? All right, we're going to play it again.
Charmander, you're a nasty boy. You gotta pick on, pick on, pick on, pick on, pick on, pick on Pikachu.
What? What did you find?
But Charizard, what we gonna do?
Tape B16, bring up tape B16, thank you.
Our life is a miracle.
Key change.
Miracle, miracle. Our life is a miracle. That's why you gotta keep on, keep on.
Suggesting isn't that?
Keep on, keep on, keep on like you do. So when they mine. You got nothing left to prove.
Okay, wait. Okay, it's done.
Oh, it's an ad.
Star Wars, whatever that is. Actually, what is that? All right,
It's probably Guardians of the Galaxy.
this is a great time for an ad break,
Oh, yeah.
isn't it?
Yes.
So the interruption, obviously.
Something that tells me that you have to listen to listen to the whole album or something like that. And
Possibly.
there's some bigger story that happens. That or you're just like there's a certain vibe going on with them where it's like it's just you got to embrace the weirdness.
So I think that is part of it. I think one of the other videos I watched a few minutes of, they apparently played Madison Square Garden,
Really?
which is freaking huge.
Yeah.
And the first like
20,000 people.
yeah, like and this was like, I want to say a few years ago. Can you look up the lyrics to this? Miracle Vulfpeck, Vulfpeck. So I'll make sure I'm not missing any of the words. Yeah, and I watched their intro, and they're like, the guys like crawling onto the stage, and like they're playing some really beats and stuff.
MSG?
And, yeah.
Oh.
And so, yeah, it's I don't know, like they're super big, and I just have never heard of them, or they're becoming big, or because like they have videos back to 6 years ago, I think I saw.
Well, when I initially Googled them, they've been around for over 10 years.
Yeah, and so I've just like normally these type of like more quirky bands and stuff you've seen, like, because they go viral and stuff like that. So I was quite surprised by it that this is all new. Now this song Miracle is quite new actually in general.
Yeah, it's saying about 2 months actually.
Yeah. So what is the line? The Charmander.
You're a nasty boy.
Yeah. Okay. Nasty boy. While you picking on Pikachu. So I'm assuming that's just a play on like in the show. Charmander was always like playing tricks on Pikachu, right? In Indigo.
I don't remember.
No, we've been watching a little bit of it like here and there because the son watches it, but I'm pretty sure it's a play on that. One thing I did want to look up was just some of the comments, just to see what people are saying about it.
Yeah, I don't.
First comment: I swear I heard John Lennon is a nasty boy. The first time I listened to it. That's from Fabio Piovin.
Is it the first comment or is it the most liked comment?
It's the top comment, whatever. I have set the top.
Okay, what am I seeing about these guys? They're an American band.
Does it say anything about the title? Because what I thought I saw in a comment somewhere, Wolf means wolf and peck is like kiss, so like wolf kiss. But that might be so far off. This is another one. Thank you for addressing the hard questions. Too few artists have the courage to address Pokemon conflicts head on. Wolf is leading the charge as always.
Like the intro to the thing, it said like a Miracle produced or something like that by Jack Stratton and
That's one of the band members.
Jacob Jeffries.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I know Jacob Jeffries, but I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe not. The bassist, Joe Dart, is you'll see in the next song we review that like there's some talent there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's some real talent there. And I'm not much of a bass player, but just like some of the stuff he pulls off is pretty crazy. This song only has 240,000 views and it's been out for like a few weeks. Again, like just there's something about I don't know why they're not as big as they have 560,000 subscribers, which is nothing to be upset with for sure. But
You're talking about YouTube, right?
yeah,
What is their monthly listeners on Spotify?
a million some I think.
Oh, well. There's actually the opening line here on Wikipedia. The band gained recognition in 2014 for releasing Sleepify, a silent album that exposed a loophole in Spotify's royalty distribution and funded an admission-free tour.
Wow.
So I don't know all the... Like, that sounds like it'd be a pretty big...
Yeah, we might have to do a
Big
deep dive
story.
on these guys.
Yeah.
We might have to do a deep dive. Intentionally, just for the reactions for these first couple songs, I just wanted to, like I said, leave it pretty open and free. They have 2 million monthly listeners on Spotify.
Wow.
Also, this spaceship scene reminds me of like Stanley Kubrick or something, like the shots almost. Like, I don't know if there's anything there. And also, I have a feeling it's a reference to like, because it's shot in an older camera style, I have a feeling it's in a reference to like when they switch the keys in the tempo a little bit. I think they switch the tempo a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And there might be something to do with like the filming. So they're like, oh, switch over to camera B. Like, I feel like it's something to do with that. There's one comment here that caught my eye too. I just want to find it exactly. Wasn't expecting the bridge section to be on an actual bridge. Spaceship. Matt Rudderman. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Anyway, I like the song. What do you think of it?
I don't think it will make it into my rotation.
No.
Um,
Did you dig the bass line?
Like, yeah, you were right about the beat, and like, yeah, the bass, it did have a cool bass line that, and I actually really like the part you pointed it out where the saxophone was, where they were like harmonizing with the saxophone.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, but I
So
don't know. Do you know what's, I say all this, but also like one of my favorite songs ever is I Like Birds by Eels.